everyone. Nikki 2 times coming at you again with another video. Oh, wait, it's not a video. It's Sunday Funday, episode 48. And we have here so far, we've got noodles in a cup. We've got my man Justin W. Smith on his new account, Big Sky Horror Show. We've got BC Sports Cards in the house. We've got my alternate ego, Nikki 2 times Gaming. And we have my good friend Daniel Cryfall also in the house. We also have J to the B. Jared Bolton is here. What's going on, Jared? I like it. My man Sith on his Hoser Cards channel. Hold on, Sith. Let me wrench that channel up. Justin. Let me wrench that channel up. All right, guys. Other than, I only have 2 shout-outs today. Let's make sure we're getting some subs up for Justin on his Big Sky Horror Show channel. 9 subs as of right before the show started. And the only other shout-out I have for the week, guys, you know this will be in the description later. Go check out Katie the Card Chick. Really cool girl in the community. You know, us guys, we kind of corner the market when it comes to rips, card rips, and card showing, and comic books and collectibles. But Katie, she's a really cool girl. She's sitting at 183 subs. And I'll tell you what, she does it better than I do. And I have a lot more subs. So let's get her sub count up, because she's really good at what she does. We got my man Robert Pop Springs in the house. What's going on, Robert? And before I dive in anything too far, you know, I don't get paid or incentivized, but I always like to drink Prime so I can stay hydrated, the palate all wet, so I can last the 2 hours on these streams. Make sure you're staying hydrated, guys. Make sure I didn't miss any is. All right, guys. I'm gonna do things a little slightly different tonight. Of course, we're going to talk all the sports. I don't have any cards to open up. But what I wanted to do tonight, while we were on Spine Ticks last night, and if you're not aware, but I'm sure the people that are in here right now are aware, Spine Ticks Live is every Saturday night with host Sith Lordley. You have myself, Perch, Uncanny Swag. We're on the panel. We had a theme last night. Last night's theme. What's going on there, Kenneth? Kenneth Bird. How you doing, buddy? Our theme last night was Star Wars. I don't have any Star Wars comics, so I wasn't able to show comic covers. But I was able to contribute because I have tons of cool Star Wars novels. Most of them I have not read yet. But I wanted to start the show off today, especially why I have Sis attention. I wanted to show off a few of these, and I'm going to take it off camera just so that it's not in reverse. I want to show you guys these covers. So the first 3 I'm going to show you are part of the Han Solo Trilogy. This is volume 1 called The Paradise Snare. Yeah, I got some cool stuff. I'm going to show you just a few tonight. Volume 2 of the Han Solo trilogy is the Hutt Gambit. And lastly, Rebel Dawn. Admittedly, I have not read these. I'm going to definitely get into reading these, and then maybe I could put out like a review or something on each book. But next we have Spectre of the Past. And then Children of the Jedi. Lastly, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about this last one, even though I haven't read it yet. We have this one. This might be the one I read first out of all of them. Star Wars The New Jedi Order, Vector Prime. Reason I'm considering reading this one first is if you look here on the bottom, R.A. Salvatore is the author of this novel, and let me get you back here. So, I love R.A. Salvatore. I've read every Legend of Drizzt book, and that was my favorite series I've ever read on any kind of thing that's like dealing with science fiction, fantasy, and such. So I love R.A. Salvatore's work. So that's probably going to be the first one I read for that reason. So tell me what you guys think. I know Sith likes it. I want to hear the rest of your guys' thoughts. Yeah, I have them all, Sith. Love them. It's been quite a while since I've read them. But, yo, we got O-Rod Collects in the house. What's going on, O-Rod? Much appreciate the trophies. You know how much I love the trophies. We also have Cheyenne Sings in the house. Cheyenne, congratulations for hitting over 1,000 subs. You're working it, girl. You're live streaming all day and singing tunes with a smile on your face. Keep up the good work. We got Jessica Chasen saying hi. Hi to you, Jessica. Hello to Electro Kid Gaming and Tech. Frosty, unfortunately, I don't have any football to open up tonight. As we go along, maybe I'll try to show off some football, but no football tonight. No, I don't do drugs there, Skylar. We got Jalen Season in the house. Is it Jalen Season or is it Jalen all the time? You tell me. Yeah, Noodles, these are, they look like they're pretty good, and I got it on good authority from Hoser Cards here that they're good titles. So I should get to cracking and getting to do some extra reading. Thanks, Jalen. Do I have a black wife? No, I don't have a black wife. That's an interesting question. I've never been asked that in the year I've been live streaming. That's a new one. Do I like potato chips? Yes, I like potato chips. I was at a birthday party yesterday eating potato chips. What fat guy doesn't like potato chips? All right. Okay, I am Legendario. I remind you of a hamster. What makes me remind you of a hamster? TX, what's going on, my friend? Glad you're here, Tex. Yeah, I get it. That's an interesting series. I think it's one of the better series going on right now. Avalanche versus the Dallas Stars. For those of you uncultured swine that don't know anything about hockey. You you love that you love potato chips. So I love that you love potato chips. Well, we're on this side of the pond there, Justin. Big Sky. We definitely call them chips, not crisps. Well, Cloud, on this channel, we talk sports. Sometimes we get into banter back and forth about whose team is better, which team sucks, which teams are good. But sometimes we'll rip cards. I don't have any cards to rip tonight. I don't really have much cards to show. I can show a couple things tonight, but not a lot. I definitely talk all four major sports and some of the other minor sports that people might be into, and a little bit of pop culture type stuff. And that's the only thing. That's 2 weeks in a row. I didn't really do any pre-draft stuff, and I didn't do any after draft stuff. Although the one draft thing I'll say is Shedeur Sanders slipped to the 5th round. Suck it, Shedeur! Well, I can't even read. Nate hates everyone. I'm looking around because I got notes and stuff about the next thing I'm going to do, and it just helps me to kind of stay on track. If you don't like it, you can scroll to the next channel, but this is where we're at. I must be doing well enough on it, so before I get started on any sports, let me make the announcement very, very clear and very loud. We got a lot of good friends in the chat right now. A lot of you blue wrenchers that have helped support me. So the announcement, you might have already known this so far, is I hit the 3,000, the first tier, 3,000 watch hours this week. And I'm now part of the partner program. What does that all entail or mean? It just means I've set up memberships. I've set up super chats. I don't expect any of you friends of mine to sign up. But if you do end up signing up, I work on some of getting you guys out cards anyway without all that nonsense. But I would certainly make it more of a priority if you were a member. I have it set up 3 levels, 99 cents just to say that you're a member and shout you out and stuff like that. Then you get into other stuff for getting that $4.99 and $9.99. I really don't expect anybody to ever sign up for those, but they're there just to be there to say, hey, I have it all set up. But I wouldn't have reached the 3,000 watch hours if it wasn't for you blue wrenchers coming in and hanging out with me on Sundays. So I just want to say thank you guys. You're the reason I got there in the first place. So much appreciated, guys. What's going on there, Phil? And to the guy that was asking earlier, what am I looking around at? I'm also writing people's names down. I'm writing my blue wrenchers down And even some of you trolls out there, I'm writing your names down because at the end of the night, I re-shout out everybody, and I have an absolutely horrible memory. So I do that because what other channel? There's so many channels out there that do live streams that don't even acknowledge you. So why would you bother even paying attention to those? I try to acknowledge everybody that comes into my chat, even when they're being nasty and mean to me. And at the end of the night, I'm shouting out even some of those people. So that's what I'm doing. I'm writing names down so that I can give back and be thankful for what I have. I'll write you down there, Frosty. Sure, why not? Blue Wrench, just means you've been coming around a while. I've known the people with blue wrenches for a while, and they haven't all been from videos I've seen of theirs or videos they've seen of mine. Some of them have been literally coming in to my live stream and then now have become good friends of mine. Hoser Cards, that's what I was hoping for. I don't care too much about what the Capitals do after this series, but I don't like the Canadians. Shoot me if you're a Canadians fan. I definitely just wanted to see the Canadians out in the first round. What's the best song in 2025? I don't know how to answer that, Ronan Plays, but I could tell you, Jelly Roll's got some good stuff that's been coming out. If any of you out there say Travis Scott, then I will just ban you right now from the chat. No, I do not play Rocket League, but on my Nikki 2x Gaming channel, which I'll say hello again in the chat, you'll see some Fortnite content over there. I haven't played in a little bit, but I'll do some Fortnite content. And I played a little bit of the, I forgot what it's called now, the Marvel game as well, but no Rocket League. Frosty, I appreciate that. And chat is lively tonight, so I apologize to anybody that I didn't acknowledge. If you want acknowledgement and want a shout out, by all means, just keep on posting, keep on chatting. You can even put an alarm bell to say, hey, look at me. What's going on there, Perch? All right, since I have Perch and Hoser Cards and Uncanny Swag, and then my man Daniel, I know Daniel loves hockey. He loves other sports, but hockey as well. I might as well do the hockey first. I was going to do the hockey last, save the best for last, but let's shoot that up the card and do hockey first. Mr. Enfuego, it's always good to see you. My apologies, I haven't been around on Mondays. When you guys kind of made that switch to Mondays, it kind of messed me up. Saturdays were always the better choice. Easier for me, but you know how it is. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Stick around if you want. We got Josh in the house too. What's going on, Josh? Marvel Madness MCU. Hi, Besoy Edit. You just got it. There you go, Joshy. All right, so let me just do the hockey real fast. I'm gonna blow through some of this stuff, guys. I'm glad you're all here. This is the crew that I want around. This is how we have a good Sunday fun day. Is when this crew is here, when this group of people are here. I will do my best to be there, Mr. Infuego. It's cool. I got to see Adrian for a little bit, hanging out with John today. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll do my best to be there for the announcement. Absolutely. All right, so sorry. On to the hockey. We got the Leafs. They're up 3-1 over Ottawa. Ottawa, made it not a clean sweep last night, but the Leafs are going to win that series. We'll find out 7 p.m. on Tuesday. Well, 7 p.m. Eastern, guys. Those of you on the West Coast are 3 hours back, but 7 p.m. here. Leafs are going to finish it off in 5. Tampa Bay 1. Panthers with 2. Game 4 is tomorrow at 7. You got the Caps. They're up 2-1 over the Canadiens. And you guys can give me updates as we get through this last period. I know they're currently playing. Canes are 3-1 over the Devils. I picked that as a sweep. I thought for sure the Canes were going to sweep, but they're definitely going to win. They play Tuesday at 7:30. Over on the west side, we got Moon over Miami. What's going on there, Mom? All right. This is an interesting one. The Jets and the Blues are now tied 2-2. The Blues are making it an interesting series. Those guys don't play again until 9:30 on Wednesday. Avs with the big win. That's all locked up 2-2. They play tomorrow, game 5, 9:30 p.m. Then we got the Golden Knights and the Minnesota Wild. They're all locked up too, 2-2. So we do actually have some good first round series going on. They play again 9:30 on Tuesday. And then lastly, tonight, starting momentarily, so I have a feeling it's just going to be a screen here for that, screen here for me, and us over here on Sunday Funday. But the Kings, they're up 2-1 on the Oilers. They're starting momentarily. About another 10 to 15 minutes, that game will kick off. Lots of screens up. I'm assuming. Hold on. What else is coming up? I mean, the only other thing going on, and I'll talk about that shortly, is the Pacers game. Yeah, some people are saying that the Kings shot their shot and are going to fall short. I've heard too much of that, but I'd have to disagree. Gage Tanner wants me to pray for his grandmother. Gage, I'm sorry. I hope everything will be okay for your grandmother. Clint Saunders says, I look swollen. Yes, I'm swollen everywhere. I'm a big individual, and they're not muscles. It's funny, even when writing names down, I still end up forgetting to write people's names. Swag's going to the hot place. I don't know if I could pray for you for that, because I'm probably going to be joining you. Shoot, hold on. I'm playing this weird techno music in the background. She kind of looks like a little sexy devil. No, I got no prayers for you there. Best GTA whatever. We got my man Hammy and son in the house. What's going on there, Hammy? We're getting super close. Got about another month, and we're talking about Memorial Day coming up. So I know that definitely holds a heart to you. I know Veterans Day certainly holds a heart to you there, Hammy. But we're just about a month away from Memorial Day. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep up with you guys in chat. Yeah, it's not too. I don't think it's too bad, Swag. Got a nice little oomph to it. What's going on there, Savage D? Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Yeah, I mean, draft. I thought the Eagles did okay. They do what they typically do. They got their guy in the 31st spot. I know GMs were terrified to actually take Howie Roseman, our GM's phone call. I don't want to turn that up. It's all got weird stuff going on there. Anyway, sorry. But I'm actually impressed with my rival, the New York Giants. I thought they did what they needed to do. Pass rusher from Penn State. Sorry, I don't remember everybody's name. Abdul Carter, I believe his name is. They picked him up in the draft. Then they traded up and got Jackson Dart for quarterback. I think that's a smart decision on their part. So, it's going to be an interesting division. Meanwhile, and then, the Commanders, they got a future quarterback, rookie of the year, Jaden Daniels. Yet, my least favorite team, the Cowboys, they didn't do shit. They still are going to be the laughing stock of the NFC. I'm waiting for those Cowboys fans to come out and talk about their 5 titles that they have, where they haven't won one since the 90s and all that super nonsense. Haven't been to, a championship, even a NFC championship game. It's absolutely hilarious. Giants are getting better. Commanders are getting better. Us Eagles, we're going to have to do what we got to do for the next handful of years and try to win another title or two before we maybe start struggling against those good squads. But it's not going to be the Cowboys. Well, Jared, I hate saying it to you, but it's going to be, you guys are not going to be good. As long as Jerry's at the helm, you guys are going to be in purgatory for a very long time. All right, that would have been interesting. Shador going to the Cowboys. That would have been great. Sharky Clan, I am doing great, my friend. I appreciate you being here. Lily Anderson, why is that? Why do I sound so familiar? Well, thank you, Sharky. I appreciate that. Always good when people sub up and support and stick around. You might actually enjoy some people might not even enjoy me, but they enjoy the conversation in chat. So have at it. I talk sports. People hang out. Lots of good friends come on through here, like my friend Veronica at Christy's Crazy Crafty Life. Christy's Crazy Crafty Life. Christy's Crazy Crafty Life. Say that as many times as fast as you can when you're at the sobriety checkpoint. I bet you can't, but that's my girl Veronica at Christy's Crazy Crafty Life. All good stuff. Now, I know some people might not be here or are distracted. Right now, Sunday nights are Last of Us. I'm sure quite a few people like to watch The Last of Us. I do too. When my stream ends, I go right into the living room and I watch The Last of Us. So, real fast, if you're not caught up from last week's episode, spoiler, go ahead and move on or cover your ears. But I am going to briefly talk about The Last of Us before I get into other sports talk. So, if you're not familiar, just kind of want to get a general idea of The Last of Us, we're in season 2. Episode 3 is tonight. Based off of a video game. In a nutshell, Last of Us is kind of like it's kind of a post-apocalyptic. It's zombies, but not zombies. It's kind of zombies, but it's because they've been infected by plants or vegetation, so to speak. The video game I've never seen the video game, but I heard the video game was absolutely awesome. You got your main 2 characters last season. Pedro Pascal playing the main guy, and I forgot her name. The English actress playing the young girl. He protects her through the whole thing. Flash forward now to season 2. First episode of the season, not much was going on. It was kind of like a soft episode, so to speak. I think it was a soft episode to set you up because last week's episode was absolute chaos through the whole episode. Fighting zombies, end up fighting people. Pedro Pascal's character ends up getting captured by this girl who he had killed her father. She beats the living shit out of him. And ultimately, and this is where the spoiler is, ultimately she kills him. Oh my God, I was like, what the fuck just happened? Your main character just got killed off. My son watching it with me next to me looks at me and was like, yep, that's right. He knew it was coming. He played the video game. Fucker didn't tell me what was going to happen. One of the biggest shocks I've seen in TV, and they did it really well. So, if you're into the show, great. If you're not, but are into like zombie and apocalyptic stuff and all that crazy stuff, this is something you should watch. I would assume that Justin probably watches that stuff since he's into a lot of horror stuff, but I can't speak for you there, Justin, but I'd assume that you do. Veronica, I like Resident Evil as well. Just going back because I was rambling for a little bit. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything important from you guys. Didn't I say Last of Us? SB Gangin has said, did you mean Last of Us? I was pretty sure that that's what I said. All right, Sith. Yeah, I have a reason. I have a feeling. I know why. So we'll just leave it at that. No big deal. I like it because I love zombies. Well, I hope Pedro in Fantastic Four will be much better because I think their runs at Fantastic Four to this point have been horrible. So maybe that'll be the next Fantastic Four movie will be a better movie, but they have definitely fallen short on their last couple forays into that series. I don't know. I like it. I have a feeling. I understand why some people might not, but when the writing is good, it's not, to me, too over the top. I think the writing of The Last of Us is good writing. I'm also the guy, admittedly, I am the guy that when it comes to zombie-ish stuff, as campy as it even could be, never gets old for me. That's the genre I'm into. I never gave up on The Walking Dead or your 50 million spin-offs. I watched all of them. I watched Z Nation when that was on, and it's in the same universe, but different theatrics. Black Summer, they had that for 2 seasons. Wish they'd come out with a season 3 of Black Summer because that's a cool show. Then you got All of Us Are Dead, the Korean zombie film, and then like Train to Busan and shit like that. I like it all. So that's just me, guys. I'm in that weird bias where you can't go wrong for me. Well, at Craft, I appreciate that you care about my health, and I care about it too. But yes, I have not been to a gym as of late, but I have also started a brand new job that I know that is going to be a very physical job that where I probably am not going to have to go to the gym too often. But I'll probably have to lay off the cakes, right? Trainman 59. Hello, I am doing great. Thank you for asking. I hope you are doing well or doing good as well. Sports Market Guy Factory, hello to you. Why not? I could do it. I don't know if it's for some sort of AI TikTok thing or whatnot. And me being told to do something, I don't want to be it to be like I'm the monkey. Jump when I say jump. But why not there, Rishi? Rishi wants me to sing the Baby Shark song. Why not? I've got a 3-year-old daughter, so I sing the song anyway. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark. That's all you get. Thank you, Rishi. Appreciate it. Thank you there, Jaden. I appreciate you being here, hanging out. We have a good time. You know, this is just one of those chill live streams. Well, semi-chill. You know, I am loud and boisterous and talk a mile a minute. Certainly can't run a mile in a minute. I can't run 10 feet in a minute, but I can. I talk a mile a minute. Is that supposed to be exactly how it says, Elias? I'm a whiner, or I'm a wiener. Am I whining? Am I whining? I'm a winner. Oh, I'm a winner. Yes, that's right. I am a winner, Elias. I win every day, and I win every Sunday Funday, especially because we're always having a good time. This is episode 48, so I must be doing something right, having all these people in here hanging out. Yeah, we're all winners, Daniel. That's my man. Don't forget it. Daniel, hold on. My hand's wet from grabbing the prime. Didn't put these into your pile yet, but got a couple base predators coming your way. Jaden, I have tons of videos. This channel's mostly, the videos are mostly rips. Me ripping baseball cards, football cards, basketball cards, hockey cards. I've opened WWE on the channel before. I've even opened up some UFC, but not too much. Tons of shorts as well of ripping cards and giving you news. Like today, something I'll go over a little bit later. Actually, right now, Noodles, I have no Jets cards. I just sent out a package to my buddy, my youngest. I think he's my youngest viewer, my youngest subscriber. Broncos cards 10. Some of y'all out there might know him because he goes to other people's channels that are in chat right now. Or Bo Nix, I trust. Got contacted with his mom to make sure it was okay. I just sent him out a package the other day. He obviously likes the Broncos, but he's a big Winnipeg Jets fan. He actually went to game 2 and watched the Jets win game 2. So I know he had a blast with that. He's also, I believe, a Red Sox fan and a Bucks fan. So yeah, right now, Noodles, I have no Jets. Yes. That's what I like to hear, Daniel. I love when you give me updates when I'm too busy doing this. So Caps are up 3-1. And then they probably don't play again until like Wednesday, I guess. Yeah, Justin, that makes sense. I get it. You know, even myself, I'll watch. So I don't watch the intros 100% of the time. Most of the time I do, but not 100% of the time. So I know you got to kind of mix it up. But I like your horror stuff that you've done before on the regular channel. But yeah, every once in a while, it's good to have a niche here and then a niche here and grow both channels. Absolutely. You got to do what you got to do. Yeah, Daniel, I know you're a Caulfield guy. I hate the Canadians. I'm not a fan. Well, I can't say I hate the Canadians, but I don't like the Canadians. Elias, have a good night. All right, so we might as well move back to the top of the title and talk a little bit about the sports that maybe a lot of you don't watch. Epic Gamers in the house. What is going on, Epic Gamers? Always great to see you. Always great to see you, pal. Caulfield's dad played at your alma mater. That's cool, Daniel. All right, so, I always just push through these as fast as I possibly can. I love these sports. You might not, but that's why I at least talk about them. Yes, I'm a Phillies fan. All the Philadelphia sports. That's what I'm about. I'm from here. I am from here. But anyway, NASCAR today, they were at the Talladega Super Speedway. If you're not into NASCAR, I'm sure you at least know Talladega Nights, Will Ferrell. Big, huge track. Winner of the race, finally like a new winner, Austin Cindric, and the number 2 Quaker State Menards Team Penske Ford. He pulled out the win today, punched his ticket to their playoffs at the end of the year. Finally had a winner. We've been having the same guys win each race since the beginning of the season. So a new winner, that's always good to see. Ghostface, I do remember you, pal. It's been a long time. Man, Ghostface, yes, it's been a long time, buddy. I remember though. Nah, unfortunately for you, T1, I am not single. I'm married with a beautiful wife and some kids. Hot wife and beautiful kids is what I have. What's this? Yes, really. Use grammar. I didn't feel like my grammar, there was anything wrong with my grammar. I'm a pretty educated individual. What's going on there, Nexie? See, that's what I like to see. People coming in and greeting the chat. Oh, I definitely have had one too many Philly cheesesteaks in my time, Tyrone, but never stopped my wife from loving me and hugging on me and kissing on me. Us big guys need loving too. Look at Jelly Roll and look at his wife. Now, I don't have Jelly Roll money, but that doesn't matter, does it? All right, I guess I am. People are feeling the big guy. Who wasn't talking to what? Yeeps. Who you talking to, Yeeps? Marvins, I appreciate that. See, that's all about. This is a fun channel, guys. Might be your first time here, but maybe it won't be your last. Maybe you'll enjoy what I have to say, or that I at least acknowledge you, because there's a lot of live streamers out there that won't ever speak your name, but I will if I can get to it, because when you have this many people in chat, sometimes it goes a little too fast. I wouldn't say 16, now 13 is a lot, but when you guys are talking a million miles a minute, I can't hit every comment, but I try to. I write lists. That's why I keep looking down, because I want to make sure I'm acknowledging you guys. Bunny B taking Big Papa poops. That's pretty funny, Jake. I like it. I don't know if any of you are into soccer, but Major League Soccer here in the States, Union won yesterday 3-0 over DC United. They're sitting at 19 points, but they're behind Cincinnati, who's got 22 points. Vancouver's the leader of the West, 23 points. They're killing it over there. The next three teams are all tied with 16 points. And I did put a short out today, even though they're not the team I like to root for. My youngest son, Ethan's NBA talk, he enjoys Liverpool. They won the Premier League with 4 weeks remaining. So if you don't know anything about international soccer or Premier League soccer, but you may be a casual fan of this, you know how in America we love playoffs. We first place down to 8th place. We were already talking NHL. We're going to talk NBA. All the playoffs that the Major League Baseball has. All these sports with all these freaking, so many people can make it. That's not how they do it in the Premier League over there in England. There's 20 teams. So that means you're playing 19 teams. You play them once away and once at home for a total of 38 games. 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and obviously no points if you lose. And at the end, whoever has the most points, they're the winner of the league. Pretty self-explanatory, and they've already, Liverpool, secured enough points with 4 weeks left to already be the champions. So congratulations to Liverpool Football Club on their championship. Their 20th, mind you, which ties them for the record for most championships in English soccer. Jake Jimenez, I don't disagree with you with that, but U.S. has tried to come a long way. Canada has pushed forward a little bit as well. But yes, of course, you have your European teams, you have your South American teams that are obviously really good as well. Love seeing Argentina win the last World Cup. This next World Cup is games are going to be held in Canada, United States, and in Mexico. Majority of them here. I don't know one. I know ones are going to be held here in Philadelphia. I don't know which ones. So we're definitely going to try to get to at least a game. But oh my God, I've already been seeing what ticket prices are going to look like. Like few $100, $400, $500, $600. Do I want to pay $400 or $500 a ticket to go see, like, I don't know, Costa Rica versus Belgium? No, I don't. I want to see the U.S. play, or even if it was Brazil, Argentina in a game. But I don't want to see Costa Rica playing. That was a bad example because I probably would like to see Belgium, but Costa Rica play I don't give a fuckistan that it ends up being in the league. I don't know. What's going on, Zach? Thanks for stopping by, pal. Yeah, Atlanta. The way Atlanta has been showing out for that football team, uh, they've showed out more for the soccer team than they do for the football team. Go go figure, Zach. Wait, what are we talking in there, Vince? All that hard work selling beer for nothing. Yeah, it's a shame, Zach. They joined the league, came out like gangbusters, win the title, and then they kind of been a little bit irrelevant the last couple years. But there's a team, Atlanta, that actually can fill a whole football stadium with fans. You don't get that too much. That's what I want to hear. Thanks, Vince. Thanks for humbling yourself and letting me know that they won. I know the Cubs right now. They're looking really sharp, but it's definitely good for the Phils to pick up two for the week. That I like to see. Home run contests that we're in. Don't know anybody else picked up home runs yet today. I haven't seen today's stuff, but I know leading into today, me and BC are the only two that got home runs from our guys for the week. So I'm creeping up. I'm starting to make the move. Hopefully, I can pick up another good pick this week on who my home run guy is going to be. Speaking of Major League Baseball, actually, hold on a sec. Yeah, I was in the basement, Daniel. I have Corbin Carroll this week, who gave me a couple. Actually, no, I forgot who I had last week. Last week got me out of the basement. I picked Corbin Carroll up this week, who hit two in one game earlier this week. Don't know what he's going to do today, but hopefully something good. But hold on, you know what time it is. Not exactly a high velocity tune going on right now, but you know where we're at. We're at the 10 o'clock hour here on the East Coast, 7 p.m. over there on the West Coast. Hitting hour number 2 for Sunday Funday. That's chair spin time, baby. Reverse it. Break out another bottle of Prime. Get hydrated. Buckle up, because we are not done. Thank you all for being here. We're sitting good with, looks like 33 likes, 9 in the chat right now. Zach, I think the Falcons, they're going to end up breaking out a little bit, picking up two solid pass rushers. I think that was smart on their part. They know they got the quarterback right now that they want. They got top five, at least top five, if not top three running backs in the league. And Bijan. So let's see what happens. I kind of am liking what the Atlanta Falcons are bringing to the table right now. Thank you, Dustin. I appreciate that. I try my best. You know, it's a long 2 hours when you're doing this stuff by yourself. And it's not like I'm some young teenager that weighs 130 pounds. You know, I'm a big guy, older guy, but I am definitely passionate about hanging out with you guys and talking sports. Oh my, we've got High Life Hobby. What's going on there, High Life? Oh, yes. We're now have become we're not just the Georgia Eagles. We're the Georgia slash Alabama Eagles because we're picking up all the Alabama players as well now. There's Zach. Rip City. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Carson's got balls. See, speaking of somebody, I was talking earlier about you come into one of my live streams, you hang out, you find out that it's a pretty good time uh, of what I can kind of bring to the table and how the chat jumps off. And Carson is a good example of that. That Carson had a good time hanging out, and now he keeps coming back. So I appreciate it, Carson. Definitely one of the good guys out there, and I appreciate it. Well, I could always use extra money there, Metafire. I look like I support MAGA. Yeah, Daniel, he's Carson's pretty cool. He's been coming in for a while. I like Carson. Can I say your name for an edit? How about I say it, Mike Ox Long? So I said hi. You fix it that way, the way you want. Nope. Nope. Vince, thanks for being here. I always appreciate it. 5 minutes, 30 minutes, it all means support. Have a good night. Enjoy your family. Go Phils. Go Cubs. Take it up. More importantly, go Schwarber. Barely. Take it easy. But Mike, I don't believe that it is, so I can't say that. It's probably like that, maybe. And you're filling with it right now in your mom's basement. Guys, that's why you are the best. You support one another. You chat away. I don't ever claim to be some sort of big shot, but this is the place to be on Sunday. I'm sure there's other live streams going on as we speak across the country, across the globe, but to me, this is the one you'll want to be in just to have a little bit of fun. Here's some stuff about sports. Hey, I get it. Normally, it's cool when I'm, in my opinion, when I'm ripping cards. But I'm shouting out all you jokers out there the best I can when there's a lot of these live streamers who absolutely suck on a friggin' Sunday night because they just ramble on even more than I do and don't ever acknowledge you. But you always have a place with this degenerate. Carson's got balls. What is my favorite food? It's weird because I don't know. I'm gonna kind of waffle on this one a little bit. I want to say pizza. I probably have some other favorite foods, but pizza is the one food that I would say I don't get sick of. If that makes any sense. I might have foods that I enjoy more when I'm eating them, like a good steak or even a cheesesteak. Guy says I have had. Guy earlier tonight said I've had one too many cheesesteaks. Yes, I probably have had one too many cheesesteaks. It's definitely up there on the list. A Philly pretzel is up there on the list, but I don't ever get sick of a good pizza, whether it's here in Philadelphia, Jersey, a good New York style pizza. You know, you Detroiters and Chicagoans can friggin' forget about the pizza that you guys have, your phony deep dish nonsense. And you guys out there in California, most of you all don't have good pizza out there either. Unless, of course, it's somebody from the East Coast that opened up a shop out there and kind of know what they're doing. Italian and Mexican. I can deal with some good Mexican food. I like Chinese food. You know, you got kind of like there's a couple different kinds of Chinese food. You got your takeout Chinese food is honestly completely different in taste than going into the city into Philadelphia and going. I'm pointing that direction like that because that way is Philadelphia. You go into Chinatown, woo! The food in Chinatown is completely different. I was blown away the first time I went into Chinatown and ate food there because it's not the same thing. It's definitely not the same thing. But man, they got good, really good food. Italian, Mexican, Chinese. Now, we used to have buffets out here, and we still have a few Chinese buffets that are close to it, but not my favorite shut down, where it was Chinese, Italian, and American. You might ask, what the hell is American? I'm going to tell you. So basically, it is a Chinese buffet run by Chinese people, but they have Chinese food. Then they have some Italian food like stuffed shells and raviolis and some lasagna and some spaghettis and whatnot. And then American would be like fried chicken, some brisket, maybe some other meats, maybe some ham or whatnot. So they quantify that or qualify that as American food. Chicken nuggets and French fries, that stuff for the kids, that's all American. All right, Peen Machine is mad at me that I went with pizza. Peen, I just said it was my go-to favorite thing to eat because I can eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. You cheesesteaks. Okay, I'll say cheesesteak. You talk about cuisine. Who cares about cuisine? Do I look like a guy that goes out to some fancy restaurant on a regular basis and eat good cuisine? Now, do I go to some, franchise restaurants once in a while? Sure. I'm going to Red Lobster tomorrow. I'm probably going to get some dragon shrimp and some Walter's fried shrimp. That's what I'm going to have tomorrow night. For Easter, we went to Longhorns. And I got myself a nice 6-ounce sirloin with some sort of, not dragon shrimp, but something similar to that. Really good shrimp. My go-to place is Applebee's. That's where I like to go, Applebee's. And I typically just eat chicken quesadilla and mozzarella sticks. Call me a child all you want. I eat what I eat. I eat what I like. I'm never starving, that's for sure. What's going on there, Barry? All right, back to it a little bit. We got Major League Baseball and NBA left to talk about tonight. And then if we continue, if I'm done before the 11 o'clock, we'll maybe just chit-chat for a little bit and then close it up. You know how the show typically works. DM, if that's what you feel like you got to do in your life, then so be it, DM. Yeah, I'm not that big of a fan. They're the one and only of TGI Fridays. Not my bag. Major League Baseball, American League, Yankees lead in the East, up a game and a half. And mind you, these are picked out from a couple hours ago, so if there's been any ending scores, this might be slightly off. You got AL Central Tigers, they're up 2.5 games. Mariners, they're up a game over there in the West. National League, Mets are up 4.5 games over my Philadelphia Phillies, who just finished and beat the Cubs, so it's probably 4 games up now from the Phils. Cubs, they're 2 games up in the Central, and the San Francisco Giants have a small, minuscule half-game lead over the LA Dodgers and Ohtani. Last week, I went and gave you guys the current home run leaders and strikeout leaders. This week, I'm going to go with a couple other categories. Your RBI leaders, Wilmer Flores with 28, Aaron Judge with 27, and Pete Alonso with 26. Best ERAs in baseball right now. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, also known affectionately as Yoshi for the Dodgers, is at a 1.06. You have Tyler Mal, he's at a 1.14. You got Nick Pivetta at a 1.20. Then I'll also give you, because relievers tend to get no love, Andrew Munoz and Robert Suarez are both tied with 10 in the saves category. They have the most saves in Major League Baseball right now. My mouth's kind of watering right now, too, Justin. I had a damn bowl of cereal before coming on to do this live stream, so I need some real sustenance when I'm done. No problem there, Intrepids. Hold on one second here. Intrepids, I just gave you a wrench. Intrepids is a really good person out there in Australia. Everybody give Intrepids some love. Thank you for being here, Intrepids. We got my man, Matty Ice Cards. Speaking of a Cubs fan and being number one, but lost to the Phils today for the second time in a row. But you know, Matty, that's how my team rolls. We get our asses handed to us by the Mets. We lose to the Cubs in game one, and then somehow we find a way to win a couple games. Sorry. Yeah, a little too much gray in it there, Nathaniel, but thank you. Well, Intrepids, I appreciate you. At the top of the show, I did discuss that I had hit the 3,000 watch hours, and I'm on my way to that 4,000 watch hour mark. It's going to be a while. It's going to be a nice long trek, but Intrepids, you've been a certain help of late. I'm glad you've been watching my stuff, helping that time grow. Steve, I don't know about the best Pokemon, but simply my favorite has always been Pikachu. And then after that, I would say the other top, your other original three, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander. Maybe because I am a big lug of a guy. Snorlax is always a good one. I like Umbreon as well. As far as the best Pokemon, like actual best, not a favorite of mine, gotta say Mew, baby. All right, Daniel. I love you. I know you work hard. I love every minute that you can give me. I told you, working on your next package, putting that together. Is it next package or is it first package? I'm still working on next package, I think. I have a bunch of packages I am definitely working on this week. I don't know if Red 03 is still around. Red, yours is about ready. Jared Bolton, yours is about, I think, ready too. Paul Daves hasn't stopped by yet tonight. He's got one coming. So I'm definitely working on some good stuff. I was only able to get the one out this week to Broncos Cards 10. Started a new job last week. Obviously I'm going to be doing a lot of working. It's cool. It's going to be like 4-day work week. Longer days to start off with anyway. Not looking forward to if I have to jump to 5 too much, but I'm in it to win it and make some money. For looking good. I might as well just knock out the NBA stuff, and then we'll just see with the last half hour. What that brings us. Toes? What are we talking about toes for? Toes are. That's kind of strange there, Mike. Oh, I don't know if they said goodbye there, Justin. I hope they didn't leave to go to another stream. I hope they left because they had to go to bed or something. But thank you for the heads up. That's cool, Justin. I know you had mentioned new job. I just started mine. I don't mind saying it. I'll say it. No, you know what? I better not say it. Never mind. I was gonna say it. Uh, uh, I think I better not. All right, knock out the last part of actual info that I was gonna bring up is the NBA playoffs. Dino, this is the first time you said anything, so I'm not ignoring you. I won't ignore you, but you don't need to scream at me either. Yeah, I thought about it. They're hoser cards, but I've decided, it's better to just yes, keep my mouth shut. I'm using my first name. That's bad enough, but you know, these streams can't be looked up. You can't type my full given name in somewhere, and these streams will come up. So I don't have to worry about that on the end from the job. But I don't need haters like call of this show, and we know that there's a lot of haters out there amongst the group there that might just call the company and say, "You know who you have working for you? You got this guy who thinks he's so special, and you let him work for you." Yeah. His his channel is better than mine, and I don't like it, so I want you to tell him to stop doing his channel. Anyway, I felt like I needed to indulge myself and do that for a moment. Anyways, so in the NBA, Cavs, Cleveland Cavaliers, they're up 3-0 over the Heat. Next game is 7:30 tomorrow. Pacers, they're up 2-1 over the Bucks. They're playing currently right now. Knicks, they're up 3-1 over the Pistons. Poor ending, in my opinion. Think that should have been the Pistons win. Think they got screwed a little bit. Game 5 will be at 7:30 on Tuesday. Celtics are up on the Magic 2-1. Last I checked, they were winning today as well because they're currently playing. But if you guys are watching and want to drop in chat what's going on in that game, I know Barry's watching. So yeah, Barry, if that game's over or whatnot, let me know what's going on with the game. Over there in the West, the one and only sweep out of both the NBA and the NHL, your Oklahoma City Thunder thrashed those Grizzlies. That series is over. Nuggets and Clippers, they're tied 2 games apiece. Their next game will be 10 p.m. on Tuesday. Lakers, oof. Sis Lakers are down 1-3 heartbreaking ending. I think they got kind of screwed a little bit too, but it shouldn't never had. They should have never let the Timberwolves back into that game to make that closeness even happen. But they pulled it out. Timberwolves are up 3-1. Next game is at 10 on Wednesday. Then you have Houston Rockets with 1 win and the Warriors with 2. Next game is at 10 p.m. tomorrow night. That'll probably be the game to watch in the NBA. Is the Warriors versus the Rockets. And going back again, what I said, back to the NHL. I'm looking forward to the Leafs closing out on Tuesday versus the Senators. Oh, Jesus. Dino, I keep telling you, if you're here, I hope maybe if you're still here, you got to be enjoying yourself, but there's no reason to yell at me. I'm the only one who does all the yelling around here. Dino, you keep up the good work. You make sure you stop by and say hi when you can. When I post some little stuff this week, I don't know if I have any. You know what? I don't have any card videos this week so far because I have no new product. But might post some PC stuff, some more comic book stuff, and obviously shorts. My shorts are all hockey though. Stop by when you can to say hi. You know I love you, buddy. Oh, of course, Dean. My man Dean loves to send me all kinds of Instagram reels and stuff, and I watch probably 90% of them. I don't always respond. I'm sorry, I don't always respond to how I feel about them, but I'm glad you give them to me anyway. And I didn't get to watch that one that you sent me earlier today from that other new person that you suggested. I'll get into watching that this week, and maybe they'll get a shout out from me next week. Dean's the kind of guy that when he likes you, he latches onto you like a dingleberry. So Dean has always been there. I honestly say I have so many people I love that come in, but really at the top of the list are Dean and Sith, whole slew of others. Don't feel left out if you're not one of those two names. But when I started doing this live stream stuff, Dean was here from the jump. Dean was sending out and sharing this everywhere. That brought in a lot of you football guys that are in here now that have become great friends of mine. And then Sith has been here nonstop as well. So those are the guys I always like to say thank you extra hard. That was too creepy. I shouldn't have done that. My man, the Dominator's here. I love you, Dom. Been too long. I get it. I know you can't come all the time. It's always good seeing you. Always good when you're out there. Seth, I mean it. Once I started coming around the show before I was a panelist, you showed me that appreciation back on my channel and have been here pretty almost from the beginning, if not the beginning, on the live stream stuff. I know Wow, we're almost getting to a year, people. This is episode 48, and I did miss 2 weeks somewhere in there. So, in another like 2 weeks, you're talking about the year anniversary of Sunday Funday. So maybe I'll do something interesting. Maybe I won't. I do most of this other than writing these notes down. It's all off the cuff anyway, right? But it's coming to a year. Dino's still yelling at me. I'm acknowledging you, Dino, but I certainly won't answer any of your questions if you're just yelling at me. Yeah, luckily with the job I'm going to have, luckily for me, one of the cool things about doing Sunday Fun Day is my previous job of selling cars. I'm out of that field, but we had in the state of Pennsylvania, dealerships are closed on Sunday, so haven't had to work on a Sunday. Then I was out of work for a while, so I was off every day. But now the job I have now is a job that I actually choose to have Sundays off, which is cool. So, if I could choose my work week, am I really going to work on a Sunday when I pick up my son from my ex to have on the weekends? One, and two, football season. Why the freak would I want to work on a Sunday if I don't have to? Although Dom, I know you don't like football the way you like baseball, but I know you like football. All right, Dean, you take it easy, pal. No, I know, Dean, you're not yelling at me. This other guy. Oh, see, that's why you got confused. This other Dino has been doing nothing but all caps and about 15 exclamation points on everything he's saying. So I take that as being getting yelled at. Tez Dax, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, he spells it the wrong way, Dean. You spell it the right way. Marley, I don't remember you being in here earlier. Uh, I'm not always good remembering people when I write shit down, but I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good as well. Well, Tez Dax, you messed up the whole stupid, ignorant, racist joke right from the jump because you don't know how to freaking spell. And to think I was going to shout you out at the end of the night there, Tez Dax, but I'm just going to scratch you on out just like the wart on your mama's ass. Well, good for you there, Bump. It's always good to do such a thing. Huey! Haven't seen you in a little bit, Huey. Thanks for stopping by. See? Even a Huey who doesn't have a wrench comes in, and I remember you. That's the kind of channel we have here. It's chill. I shout you out. Don't be a dick. It's pretty simple. That's right, Dom. You know how it goes. It goes, I shout you out even when you are being a dick, but I won't say stuff that are racist. I won't tolerate racism on the channel. I won't tolerate talking about kids inappropriately, uh, and any like over the top vulgarity stuff. That don't fly. But you can call me whatever the hell you want to call me, and I'll just smile and grin and bear it, and maybe we end up being friends after. Kimberly, that's just all because Bump 2 is exactly what his name says. He bumps it twice. He's a two pump chump. Ah, see, Bump is a two pump chump. I got it all figured out now. So that's why he's already been in here for a few seconds and has already done that deed. See, that's why, I have thick skin. I say the things I say, and I got Moon over here laughing because, hey, such is life. It's too short to give a fuck. Kimberly, it is absolutely disrespectful from the guy. And it would be nice if it wasn't happening on the channel, but that's exactly how the world works. Nothing but trolls. When you do vertical, you definitely get trolls because they scroll and they're purposely trying to find chats to disrupt the chat and beat assholes. But it's very rarely that myself or even my blue wrenchers will ban a person from the chat, because at the end of the day, it all helps out the algorithm. It has people coming in and hanging out. One day I'll be lucky, and one day I'll have so many people in the chat that it'll scroll by so fast you won't see the disrespect, or they'll move on because they know that my chats are wild. Huey, but yeah, you're right. They can be annoying, but yes, at the end of the day, unless it's just one or two comments and then move on, or sometimes I convert them to be really cool. Believe me, there's been guys in chat giving me a ration of shit, come back the next week and are cool as hell. And now a couple of them even have blue wrenches. I'm not gonna give. I'm not gonna dime them out right now and tell you who I'm talking about. But a couple of them definitely have been converted to be good members and participants of Sunday Funday. Yeah, Moon. I do remember the Little Nicky movie. The funny thing about the Little Nicky movie is when I was growing up, I was actually compared to him a lot. Not Little Nicky, but Adam Sandler. I was compared to Adam Sandler quite a bit. The funny thing, in my skinnier days than in my heavier days, and him being heavier, I used to get Adam Sandler a lot. So then when he does a movie where he's Little Nicky, yeah, that, believe me, the irony was not lost on me, pal. Marley, come back anytime that you want. I actually have you written down, so you're gonna get a shout out from me at the end of the night too. I didn't write too many names down of people uh, coming in for the first time, but I threw a few down because that's what I do here. That's what makes it interesting. All my good Blue French friends and even some of you new people get a shout out, not just when you stop in and say hi, but at the end of the night too, because I actually care. I'm not some asshole that wants your like and don't give you the time of day and pretend that they actually care what you think. I actually do. That's what I'm talking about. I definitely, I don't know if I'm going to be watching the game or the Last of Us when I get off here, but that's what I like to hear, Seth. 15 years. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball there, Dom. See, that's what I'm saying. We have people like Tesdax who's just rambling on and on, and I'm giving him the time. I'm mentioning him. He's doing his thing. He's having his own little bit of fun. It's not bothering me any. It's bothered me enough that you're not going to get the end of the night there. Shout out there, Tez, but it's there. Now, Tesdax, I am not that. I am Nick. I am Nikki 2 times. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Zach. What's funny is one of the times years ago that I actually was in better shape and lost a ton of weight to cap off all the weight I had lost on the one diet that I was on. I ran a half marathon, believe it or not. Nikki 2 times ran the rock and roll, Philadelphia rock and roll half marathon. I walked a lot of it. I kind of jogged slow on a lot of it, but it took me a little over 3 hours to go 13.3 miles or 2 miles or whatever the hell it is. Zach, have a great night, pal. Thanks for being here. I appreciate all the time you gave me. Go Bulldogs. Not the Braves. Braves could suck it. Dom, and I need to get back down into that kind of, you know, I got to get back into that fighting weight. Can't let age, age catches up with all of us, but, it's going to catch up with me a lot faster if I don't slim down a little bit. So we'll see what happens with the new job and see if I can also, refrain from eating that second donut or that fifth and sixth cookie. Huey, I appreciate it. And I thank you for coming back again. We're almost to the end. I appreciate anybody who's given me any time tonight. I certainly appreciate the people that are here right now. Might get done a few minutes sooner. I leave it up to you guys. Is there anything you want to talk about? I've got nothing left. The only thing I got left is about a third of a bottle of Prime left to polish off because my throat is definitely hurting. right, Huey. Thank you very much for being here. Holy hell. I didn't know that, Moon. So the prank call was from who? One of the coaches of the Falcons? If that's true, that's fucked. We got NWE in the house. Guys, if you don't know who NWE is, that is Nicholas Jr. Hence why the channel is called Nicky Two Times. He has his own channel, NWE. He discusses and does predictions of Monday Night Raw, Tuesday night NXT, Friday night SmackDown. We had a battle, head-to-head battle for WrestleMania predictions. He kicked my ass. He got a lot more right than I did last weekend. Check him out if you're into wrestling. Even if you're not, but you're a friend of mine, hit that sub button. It all helps these channels out. Nothing wrong with hitting a sub, even if you don't ever want to watch. Even you're here tonight, you're new, hit that sub button, hit that like. If I never see you, I never see you. But maybe one of these days, I come up in your feed and you're like, oh shit, he's grown and he's gotten better at what he does. Wow. That's crazy. See, and I don't. John Dave 123, thank you very much. I'm actually going to read this out loud. See, I'm not on one of those streaming services where it can pop up on the screen, so I have to read it. TM says, homosexual, necrophiliac looking pirate dude. Hot wife. 10 years my younger than I am. And I thought I looked more like, I don't know, like a Viking than a pirate. You chat, you tell me, do I look more like a Viking or a pirate? I fancy myself more of a pirate. And I'm a heavy set dude that likes women, not dead guys. I actually wouldn't be surprised. Let me see something here. Might as well look it up. That's kind of strange. See, I could be a bit of a stalker. Don't call the cops on me. But TM has had his account for 11 years this month and has no subs. So I guess he has his channel strictly for to coming by and being a dick to people. I appreciate that there, Uncle Tommy. What is going on? Christopher Works. Always good seeing you, pal. You know, there's a certain amount of channels, if you don't already know, I think some of you know by now, there's about 40 to maybe 50 channels that I watch as much as possible throughout the week. They're the ones that support me. I support them back. There's channels like Daniel Cryfall that don't have any content that I love that they support me, but it's about 40 or 50 that I go back and forth and reciprocate with. Christopher, you're definitely a big one of them. I didn't watch any of your stuff this week. I have it written down here right now. I know I didn't watch any of your stuff, but I certainly will get to it. It was a real distracted week because of the new job, but I'm on board for it. Glad the Caps won, pal. I did not want the Canadians to win. We got Adam in the house. What is going on, Adam? We're closing up real shortly here, but just kind of some new people are stepping through here, so I'm giving them some flowers and some props and some love. White milk, I could totally ignore that, but I'll actually fight that head on. I'm not going to say what you said. I'm simply going to say I wouldn't say it's wrong, but not for me. But I would not say it's wrong. Slanted Gaming, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. What's going on there, Pick Six? Pick Six. You know what? I'm going to address you, Pick Six. You have been a big supporter. You come here on my live streams. I love that you come here on my live streams. And I keep wanting to show you that love back, but you haven't posted any new content in a while. I don't know if because you don't have anything that you feel like sharing or nobody sent you a good mail day as of late, but I miss seeing some of your content there, Pick Six. Speaking of content, mail days, I think I'm pretty close to having one for you. So some of you guys I'm going to have to hit up or hit me up on Instagram or my email if I don't have your email yet. But quite a few of you I'm working on. Pick Six, you're one of them. But you need to post some content, pal. New subs are always good. I think I won over a few folks myself this evening to continue to roll this channel a little bit. I've noticed I've noticed from some other people's channels who live stream, like, I'm not gonna say names, who live stream all day, just about every day, gain gain subs just because of that. I actually, have like a family that I want to spend time with. I have other interests like the sports going on right now and shows to watch, and then on top of that, a new job now that I can't be on all day. You'll always see me here on Sunday nights, but I can't go picking up tons of subs by being on all the time. I appreciate you all subbing up one another. That, that's what also makes the world go round. And let me get this damn stuff out of here. Hold on. I feel like I missed writing some people down today. Thanks, Jared. Just about to close up shop. About to close it down. Wanna see if I can find something a little bit better to close out with, music-wise.
Living with opioid addiction.
God. An opioid addiction commercial. Sounds decent enough. Don't put the volume up too loud on your devices, because I have the volume up loud on this. Don't need to blow out your eardrums. Oh, 1 second here. Yep, I like it. I look like a guy that would like that kind of music. Like I said, more like a Viking than a pirate. I don't know what the hell that guy was talking about. I'll give you a response there, Loyo. Chicken. Lava. Chicken. Here we go, guys. We're about to finish up the show. Paul, I think I have a package coming out to you this week if I can get it taken care of, get it done, get it all packed up. How you guys all gotta come here at the end when I'm closing up shop? Paul, you know you're my number one troll swatter. You missed a lot of them tonight. It was jam-packed this evening. Adam, you have a chipper night as well. I'm just going to start shouting out names. Let's talk to new friends first. We had a Frosty up in here. Sharky Clan. Trainman 59. Sport. Oh, wow, my voice is cracking. Sport Market Guy. Fanbox or something like that. Rishi. Jaden Burgos. Tyler the Equator. Nexi. Dustin Swartout. Marley on Mars was here quite a bit. So I think one of my new number one fans of the evening. We got Huey. Huey, you keep coming back. You will certainly have a wrench. So thanks for stopping in, Huey. Kimberly was saying how things were so disrespectful. Kimberly, I'm sorry, but we had some fun tonight, did we not? Uncle Tommy was in the house. And then all you wonderful Blue Wrenchers, I think I got you all written down. I appreciate you all hanging out tonight. BC Sports Cards, Daniel Cryfall, Noodles in a Cup, Big Sky, Horror Show, that's Justin W. Smith's new channel. My Alternate Ego, Nikki 2 Times Gaming, We had Robert Pop Springs, J to the B, Jared Bolton, O-Rod Collects, Jalen Season, Phil Alling, Tex Carnage. We had Mom in the house, Moon Over Miami. We had my man, Purchase Corner, Uncanny Swag. Guys, every Saturday night, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. Check us out on Spine Ticks Live with the host of the show, Sith Lordly. We had Josh, Marvel Madness, in the house. He's an occasional guest panelist on that show. We had my man, Hammy and Son. You have a great one. We had Hobby Collector. We had my girl, Veronica, from Christy's Crazy Crafty Life. Christy's Crazy Crafty Life. Christy's Crazy Craft Life. We had Red 03. We had the Epic Gamers. Ghostface was in the house. Mr. Enfuego stopped by. Always brings the heat. My man Vince, the sports car ripping teacher. Zach's Sports Cards and Collectibles. High Life Hobby. Carson's Golf Balls. Matty Ice Cards. Barry. Yo Dean was in the house. Your buddy Dom, the Dominator. My son NWE. I know my other son, Ethan's NBA Talk, has been hanging out. Christopher Works. Intrepid's hanging out, giving me some love out there from Australia. We had Cheyenne Sings here tonight. Adam's Card Closet, keeping it chipper. Pick 6 cards. Right here in the end, Paul Daves Jr. and James Prince. Guys, I absolutely love you all. Thank you for getting me to that first tier of 3,000 watch hours. Here's to the moonshot to the next 1,000 hours. I appreciate y'all. As always, Nikki 2 times came at you live with another Sunday Funday. Y'all have a wonderful night.